Alright, welcome back to Dank Scott Traders App. Good morning everyone. So it is a Wednesday, the 23rd, I believe, 24th of September. We're about to finish this month. Yeah, you know the drill, you know how we do this always. So I want to say so far where we began from, which was last week for this month. So this month we so far have done about 2 weeks, I believe. Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, I believe 2 weeks. So this is the second week, and I believe it's the last week of the month. So I believe you've gotten some profits, good profits, ever since we resumed our sessions. As usual, you know the drill. We get into prayer and then get started with the analysis. So without any further ado, let's do that. Father, we thank you. Thank you for today. Thank you for the beautiful morning. Thank you that we're back here in this very session where we analyze the charts and look at how to make money online through the signals that you grant us. We say thank you, Lord, for yesterday's profits, and as we start today, we also say thank you in advance for today's profits, because we know that you want us to have a good success and a great success. So we are saying thank you for the signals, thank you for the great market insights, thank you for the covering over losses that you're giving unto us. We give you praise for it. We give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. Alright, so now we know that we start with Crash 500. So let's look at Crash 500. So yesterday, guys, I've forgotten to share the link in the group, so if any one of you guys can do that, it will be much helpful to me. I forgot to share, and lately I've been trying to be consistent with sharing the link in the groups that most of us are in already. Alright, so if you can do that, then I'm grateful, I'm thankful for that. So Crash 500, yesterday we were looking for this move, then we get in for a short buy to either come there or here. Remember that we were looking at price coming around there or there to give us sells, or to continue with a breakout and continue in the sells. So we actually saw a pullback here. It did not reach our level right there, but it came around, it almost hit that level. So after that, it came strongly to give us a breakout. So now all this is no longer necessary. All this is no longer necessary. So delete all that, delete all this, delete this. Now we are seeing the breakout, so delete this, delete that. Now we have a breakout, and the breakout gave us a retest right there. That would have been our entry when it gave us that retest after breaking this level. That would have been our entry level. So come back to, let's go to H for now. So the sell is on, and sort of reaching this OB, sort of reaching that OB right there. So so this now is our resistance level. Why? Because price has broken the support, and you know, when price breaks the support, it ceases from being a support, it now becomes a resistance. So we know that price is going to react here. It may come again all the way up to that resistance and then look for the breakout from that very resistance level. So know that and be ready if that happens. So for now, that's what we are seeing currently. That's what we are seeing currently. But price has to, I'm seeing price has to first reach this order block and make it a support. It's not yet a support, it's still an order block level. It's an anticipation of a support level currently. So according to H1, we are oversold. Even H4, we are oversold. M15 oversold, looking for buys. M5, it even has a confirmation of that reversal just about here. It has that confirmation of the reversal. So but I'm not going to trade according to M5. I'm rather going to wait on M15 because M15 hasn't given us a change of character or a reversal signal. In fact, it has reacted back to that breaker block. That is where we see a break of structure according to M15. It's been doing that. You can see break of structure, break of structure. So it's gonna come down to try and take this lower low out, and once it takes it out, it's likely to come all the way down to this order block, and that's where we want price to be so that we can anticipate a buy move which will bring us all the way back to that level. So for now, no business. For now, no business. For now, we have no business with this asset. The sale is gonna come and hit this level, and then we can get in with our buys to bring us either there or actually to this level where we saw the break of structure. Yeah, where we saw the break of structure right there. So for now, no business with this asset. All right, that's it on leave it on probably H1, and then let's move to Boom 1000. So Boom 1000, we actually were looking for, yes, the previous days we've been looking for that buy, and I clearly show you that. I showed you yesterday what was happening. The buy was continuing and then came a bit for the sales. Yeah, came a bit for the sales, but it did not break this. I wanted it to break this level so that I can come in with my sales, but it did not break it. So up to now it hasn't broken it, but somehow it sort of kind of giving us like a heads and shoulder. Yes, it is not perfect. The shoulder, the neckline is not perfect, it's like that level, but you can clearly see that this is the shoulders. These are the shoulders right there. Left shoulder, right shoulder, and that is our head. So if that's the case, all we need is price to break, this level right here. But looking at what we have on CCI, it's a bit risky for us to actually look for any sells, so we rather wait. Let's go to H4. What is H4 saying? H4 says we need to sell. So why are we not selling strongly? Why is H1 saying it is oversold? Going to M15, yeah, M15 is also saying buys. It's also saying buys. M30 is saying buys. M50, H1 buys. So we are likely to see another pullback. According to daily, we are oversold. So the pullback is going to be trying to take out these highs. It's likely to be trying to take these highs, but it's likely to fail, and then we continue with our sales. That is what I'm seeing according to H4. According to H4, and that's why we are actually seeing H1 and all these other lower time frames pushing for buys. Yeah, clearly this is the level right there where price mitigated that order block and the buy has started. So can I make this entry? Not really, unless if it is above my 10 MA. Yeah, I see it is above our 10 MA. And is it too late? Yes, it's a bit late, so I have to wait for probably a spike down below on M1, then I can make that kind of an entry. Yeah, so for now, no business for now, but we are going to enter this kind of a buy on boom 1000. We are going to enter the buy on boom 1000. I'll leave it at M5. Let's now head over to boom 500. Alright, so with boom 500, what happened? Boom 500. Yesterday we wanted a sell. Yeah, actually we entered a sell. We made a lot of money here. I told you I would be entering my sales from that level, so I did enter the sales. Those who were around, that was a trade there. You can see it hit my TP, and then after hitting the TP it started to play around and then reversed. This was to just come to confirm, I believe, the sales. Let's look at H4. Not yet actually. So yeah, but we made that sell. That was a sell move that we entered. Once it went below my 10 MA, I immediately made the entry. So right about now, we need to see H1. Okay, H4. I need to see price come all the way back here. Are we going to see it? Price is above our 10 MA. According to daily, I should be selling. According to H4, I should be looking for buys. Weird. So this one I'm not going to engage in, but if H1 goes below my 10 MA, then I will engage in for the sell. If H1 goes below my 10 MA, I will engage in for the sell to push me all the way back to this level, which is a fair value gap. All right, that's it on boom 500. The market is quite slow today, quite unpredictable. Oh no, not quite unpredictable, it's predictable, but it is not having that, booming momentum that can easily give us some market moves that we can anticipate and take advantage of. So for now, it is a matter of being patient for some of these to work out. Up here we have a resistance, so price can easily come for that resistance first before it can give us the sales. So be ready for anything. V25S is where we are currently. Vol 25 1S. Now this move happened just like we had anticipated, but unfortunately I did not enter it. It was so weird that it continued without giving us a retest. Yeah, I wanted to buy from here. In fact, I bought. That was I think yesterday, but one I bought, but I failed to close. So yesterday it continued still selling. It was strongly selling, so it never did any pullback. It actually continued to give us a breakout. So all this now can go. Move the history. So we missed on that trade there. It was a good trade ever since it broke out. I had told you, those who traded on Sunday, that was a perfect entry when it broke out immediately. I told you that most of the times it doesn't give a pullback, so that's what actually happened. We never saw any pullback, that significant pullback to come, at least for that fair value gap. We never saw it. So all this now can move out. So we missed on this trade. It was a good trade for a swing trader, but we already had anticipated it, and now you can see it has hit the target. But even though it has hit the target, it's not yet ready for us to actually look for any sells, any buys. It's still going to continue selling according to daily and weekly. Yeah, according to daily and weekly, we are likely to continue selling. So having seen this, I would only wait for a pullback according to daily. So all I need is a pullback on the daily and H4. Once I have a pullback on the daily and H4, then I will be ready for the sell. So once it gets all right, so something like this right about there, then I come in with my sells from there. That will be according to daily and H4. So for now, I need this to be ready. I need the buys to be ready. They are not yet ready. H4, H1. We need to get a reversal signal for the buy. So right now it is having a low momentum, having gone for that marathon of a sell. It is now having a low momentum, which means we may see consolidation for some good time or for some days. Then later we get in with what we want. There's some bit of rejection coming in there on H1, coming in from sellers, from buyers trying to push for the buy momentum, but it's not that much. So we are likely still to continue with some sells a bit more. So but with a low momentum today. So for now, I cannot anticipate any buys, but rather leave this asset for now, because we need to anticipate buys on the level where we are currently. All right, so that's it on V25S. Let's now head over to V75. So V75, we wanted sells yesterday. We saw a breakout there, and then price continued in the buy, so giving us higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then a change of character here, then came to this level. Okay, came to that level. Let's delete that. came to that level, and now we are seeing this level becoming support. Alright, so this is on M15, so delete this, delete this, and now go to H1. We're oversold. H1 we are looking for sells, and H4 we are looking for sells, and I believe we have a confirmation for sells on H4, having gone all the way up here to grab that liquidity. Alright, so go to daily. Yeah, so the sell should be on, looking at those two rejections coming in from sellers. Alright, so now we have to see a breakout here. How are we going to see this breakout? According to M15, it's quite weird. So it's a bit weird. So that's what I see currently. And this normally signifies that buys are still moving on. The buys are going to continue. Yeah, this normally signifies that, but it can easily first come a bit down, first give us a fake breakout just to come around that area, and then later we get to see this kind of a move. Yeah, so that's what I can anticipate right now. Price to come to such a conference area and then get us into buys again. So are we ready for that? Let's wait and see if it can work out this way, and that means if it does work out, then you know what to do. You know that we will be coming in for these sells, for these buys. We will be coming in for these buys, not these sells. Let's go to M15, M5. Yeah, the sell on M5 is on, M1 is on, so the sell is on. Then later we look for the buys according to M15. All right, that's it on V75. Now I can talk about jump 50. So jump 50, we wanted a pullback. In fact, the pullback happened, but I was skeptical to close my profits. Yeah, that sell happened. We made this money yesterday for this kind of a sell, but then I later lost what I had already made on this very buy. I was looking for that buy to continue all the way up, but it was short-lived, and then the sell had a weird momentum to give us a breakout. Yeah, to give us a breakout. So that's how I lost on this very asset. So for now, this is no longer necessary. We are continuing with the sell. So if I go to H4, before I go to H4, we are still not yet oversold on H1, H4. We've just reached a retracement level on H4, meaning the buyers are going to come in. Yeah, buys are going to come in. First delete this now. According to daily time frame, that was a breakout structure, but it has gone all the way down below. And looking at weekly, we are looking for sells. we've just reached overbought level according to weekly. So go back to daily. Yeah, okay, see that H4, H4. I need buys to come there. I need buys to come there. That will be an ideal level for the buyers to come and then give me a sell, which will be confirming my heads and shoulder kind of move. Why? Because up there I don't see any liquidity left back apart from the stop losses of the early sellers all the way up there. So that's how we can anticipate this move. That's how we can anticipate this move. All right, so now what do we do? Now what do? We look for buys. We look for buys. So H1 is almost getting oversold. So we have to wait. We have to wait for H1 to get ready for the buys. So once we get a reversal signal on M15, then you know that we will be starting the buys. That is how it's gonna work out. So something like that. So if we see something like that, then we will come in with our buys. We will come in with our buys. That's what we need. That's what we need. Once we have this and we see the price has failed to break structure, then we will come in with our buys. So for now, no business on this asset. We will leave it at probably H1 to see how it will work out. J25. Now J25, those who were here yesterday, I told you we are likely to see this move after seeing what was happening right in there as that structure. As I drew that structure, I told you sales were still on. In fact, I wanted to enter the sell here, but it was still skeptical for me. So I told you to wait, and you can see it came again later. This would have been our perfect entry on this candle right there. Yeah, so for now, let's talk about now. So this move happened, so we can delete that, remove this here. Now let's talk about what we are seeing. So MH1, it is oversold, but it has a break of structure yet, though this is a break of structure right there. So we cannot say we've started an uptrend, so we need to anticipate this here to fail to give us a new lower low, and then the buy starts from there. So until then, I don't think we are ready for this asset. It's a high volatile risk and a high leveraged asset, so you don't want to find yourself in a mess. Yeah, so something like this can confirm actually what we are looking for, even on M15. So this is one of those that you don't have to miss. In fact, even the sell, this, if you're a scalper, even the sell is on. This kind of a sell to come all the way here if you're a scalper. So you're going to sell it, then buy it. So if this current candle closes below my 10 MA, the next candle I enter. So all I need is the candle to close below 10 MA, then I enter on the next one. The current H4 has just started, so we have to be patient and wait. But like I've told you, this sell is on. This very sell, according to M5, is on. It may come all the way here, or it may come in between here. in between here. So nevertheless, the sell is on according to M5. Then we later come in with our buys according to M15 and H1. That's it on J25. It's gonna be one of those assets that you cannot afford to miss. I was waiting, there's one asset I was waiting for. Yeah, you can see that I wanted that to happen, and now I have missed that entry to buy this asset, the boom 1000. That is what I was waiting for, price to get down here, and then we come in with our buys. That is what I was waiting for, but now I have missed it. I have missed it. That was quite something. So what do? I will leave it. I will leave it for now. I will leave it for now. Let me wait. If it does again spike, that will be another good chance. If it does again spike, but it's likely not to spike again. Let's go now to J. We've finished J25. Let's go to J10. We still have about 13 minutes. 13 or 23 minutes, actually 23 minutes. So we are on J10. J10, the entry here, I was in profits, but I failed to close or to break even, so it came and took me out right there, and I lost some good money. It was not that little, actually. Yesterday I made that. I think that was the biggest loss yesterday in the trades that we took. Yeah, but now we can look at how to recover. Let's look at how to recover. Why were we looking for sells? It's because price had reacted to this resistance several times. Then out of nowhere, just like I've always told you that we are not market makers, we are just market followers. The market got a weird momentum and broke out there and gave us a break of structure on that level. So break of structure, tried to come back again, they failed, and we went back, and now we are overbought. According to H1, if price breaks this level, that will be our change of character on H1. And according to daily, we have not yet reached overbought, so it means the buyers still have control of this market. So going to H4, H1, yeah, and a daily is confirming what we are seeing on H1, and I believe same thing on M15. So apparently you need to anticipate that the buys are still on. Why? They need to come and reach this level right there. That is what we are anticipating, price to reach that level for daily time frame to be overbought, So for now, I see that price is gonna continue with the buys. And now that it has reacted here on M15, if you're a risk taker, you can easily enter on this level for a sniper entry, or you can wait for buyers to come in and probably wait for a reversal signal on M5, and once you have that, then you make your entries. But we are going to buy from this level. If price fails to break it, then we will buy from this level. So be ready, because this will be a good trade for us to push. And probably if you made a loss here yesterday like me, then you recover that loss on this kind of a trade. So for now, no business with this asset. I need to see a reversal according to M5. But like I've told you, if you're one of those that you're a risk taker, this could be your sniper entry. not waiting for any confirmations. You have these there, that will be 1, even 2 here on M15. But then, like I've always told you, I normally enter when I see price being above my 10 MA for the buys. So for now, I wouldn't take this, but if I was looking for a sniper entry, then I will be looking to take this immediately. All right, so that's it for today on J10. Let's now wind it up with gold. Yes, welcome Julius, welcome. So let's look at gold. So gold, I told you yesterday from what we saw even on the weekly that we didn't have any previous data to show us our previous all-time high or our previous higher high according to the level that we are on, according to the market value of gold currently. So we couldn't do anything for the buys. All we are currently anticipating is to start a pullback move, and once we have a pullback move, then we can enter sales. So like there you saw a break of structure, we wanted sales from there, but still it continued with buys. So that's what I'm telling you, same as what happened here. So until we have a pullback, we cannot trade this asset unless if you're a scalper. I told you, for scalpers, you can always get a move. But for us who are looking for like a good perfect trade, then you need to be patient, because the market is still very weird for us to anticipate any sells nor to even enter any buys. In fact, I rather wait for sales than waiting for buys. Yeah, because with sales they are predictable from where we are currently. They are predictable, but buys, they are not predictable. Why? Because we don't have data that we can rely on, the previous data that we can rely on for any significant move or any points of interest that we can actually rely on from the previous data concerning the higher highs and or resistance levels and what have you. That's why it is very hard for us to anticipate. It's very hard for us to anticipate any buys now. We rather anticipate sales. So now, having drawn this structure like this, I want to now look at it in terms of price action and smart money. So that was a change of character right there. So we got a low, then it tried to take those highs up there, then it fell, then it came for the break of structure and gave us a lower low, tried here to look for a lower high, gave us this is not a lower low because it did not break structure. So it went all the way back up to try to take these highs out again. Yeah, and then the sell has started. So for scalpers, this could be your trade according to M5. Actually, this could be your sell trade according to M5. This could be your sell trade. So why do I have to wait? This is the sell trade right here. This is a sell trade. Put your stop loss above there. It may come to take it, so you rather have it all the way up there. Once it comes around here, you can add another trade. Once it comes around there, you can add another trade, and then you are looking at taking your profits, your first TP right here, and of course your second TP all the way down here. So that is it on gold. According to M5, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. But this structure that we've just drawn, it really shows that price is likely to again look for this move after at the end of the day it will look for this other move and it will continue with the buys to bring us all the way up there. So having seen this, I want to tell you that it's very hard for you to look for any sells, for any buys. You can anticipate this sell, then at least when it comes around here, then you come in with your buys right there, the buys to push for that, so you need to be ready. But for now, my sell on gold, I've locked it in and I've entered according to M15. Why? Because it was below my 10 MA. That was the reason why I entered this, and the other reason was it had touched that trend line, and the other reason is it had gone for this order block. So all those are my signals that allowed me to actually make a decision to sell this gold asset right here. So for now, that's it. I cannot say much more than this. All we can do now is to be patient and wait. All right, let's now do a recap and we call it a day. We still have some minutes, actually. We still have about 13 minutes. I want to remind you that the October class is on, so you can do the registration, but also the VIP Signal group subscription is on for October, so you can still also go ahead and subscribe for the signals of the October month. All right, so let's go on and look at the recap. We started with crash 500. I told you I want something like this, then I come in with a buy, with a sell. So according to that, can I actually enter a buy? No, I wanted it to first reach here. It hasn't reached it, so I'm anticipating another sell spike candle to come to this level. So for now, no business here. Boom 1,000, boom 1,000. I need this sell to come all the way here. I need a signal coming in on CCI according to M5. That is when I can gladly enter my buys, but until I see that, I won't have any business with boom 1,000. Boom 500, boom 500. I don't know why we failed to enter. Let's see, we don't have a signal from CCI, but buyers still seem to be having the glimpse of this market. So that's where the issue is. We have that. So from what I'm seeing here, I believe buyers still have a say here. Yeah, from what I've seen there. So if you're a scalper, you can enter your sell to come here, but of which you may not even reach all the way down here. It can easily spike and continue with buys. So buyers still have a say here. This is the say right there, but also you have the second TP coming in from all the way there. That will be your second TP to push all the way back up there. So having seen this, go back to M5, see, can you sell? Yes, I think you can actually enter a sell. You can actually enter a sell according to M5. According to M5, so the sell is likely to be on to push price to come all the way down here. This could be your entry for the buys. this could be your entry for the buys. Let's go to M1. So I'm gonna see a spike according to M1, and then I will come in with the sell. This is for sure. I will wait for the spike here according to M1 and M5 probably, and then come in with a sell. Yeah, why am I anticipating a spike here is because of that retracement level according to CCI that we have reached. So if you want to confirm this, then we can actually stay on this asset for some good time. We still have some minutes remaining, so we can wait for the spike and we get a sniper entry right here for this kind of a sell on boom 500. So let's actually do that. We have nothing to lose. Let's wait for the spike on boom 500. Let's wait for the spike. The M5 candle is remaining with about 2 minutes to close, so let's wait and see if that M5, if it won't give us a spike, the next one will give us a spike. The next M5 candle, so we can even go to M5 and just anticipate and wait from that M5. This is about to close within the 2 minutes remaining. Yeah. Alright, as we wait for those 2 minutes, okay, 1 minute remaining, so let's go for let's continue with the recap. So V25S, I told you the sell is still on, it's likely to continue, and then later we will see a pullback move to push us back into buys. So for now, no business. I need to see a reversal on probably H1. Yeah, so the sale is still on. The sale is still on, but it's not that kind of a sale you want to engage yourself in, unless if you're a scalper looking for short trades like 15-minute trade, 5-minute trade. If you're looking for such, then you can go on and look for a sell. But for me, I will wait for the buys. V75, I told you it's like continuing to sell, but I'm also anticipating a fake breakout down below here. So for now, I'm going to hold on to make any buy entries. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to make any buy entries because this sell is still on to push all the way here. In fact, let's see. In fact, we may also enter this kind of a scalp trade. So let me wait for it on M5 and see if I can enter this scalp sell to push for this fake breakout. Jump 50, same thing. I can't do anything until I see a structure like that. We are looking for buys, but then we still have a break of structure. We need price to stop this, to get done with the downtrend and give us a reversal signal on that very level where we are currently. So once we see something like that, of something like a reversal signal, then we will be ready for the buys. So for now, no business. J25 also, oh yeah, the sell was on. I told you the sell was on. So why did I make the entry? No, why didn't I make the entry? Okay, so can I make it now? M5, M15. I'm late, so I will wait for the buy. Yeah, I will wait for the buy. That was supposed to be a scalping move to push for the sell down here, and then we can come in with the buys. So I'm late. But if it somehow tries to push again for this, then I can't miss it. Then I won't miss it. But for now, I'm late to enter. J10, yes, it has reached that level. We need buys there, but we all need our reversal signal probably on M5. Then we can make that buy move. So until then, no business. Alright, so the 2 minutes are done. It was boom 1000. Yeah, it was boom 500. Sorry, yes, the spike is on. That is the spike I was looking for. Is it enough? That was a spike I was talking about, guys. Is it enough for us to make an entry? It's not enough, but we can make our first entry here. Then our second entry will be around that area. That will be the second entry. Why am I saying this? Using our fib, this would be the reason why I'm saying that. Premium zone to sell. That is our high, this is our low, so you need to sell from around there. So this would be my first entry, then my second entry will be there if price makes another spike to go all the way up. And you can see that it has spiked, and it has even exceeded. So it means, wow, according to M5, wow, that is weird. Okay, it means we are likely to first remove this. That is how weird the jumps are. The booms and what it has broken out of that. It's now very weird for us. But the sale is on, so we have our 2 entries, and I'm gonna put my stop loss right here. I'm not going to risk more than that since it has broken out of this level. So I'm going to have to put my stop loss right about there. And of course my TP, my TP is gonna be here. My TP is going to be there. So if it continues with a buy, it will have taken this as a as a flag, not a channel. So let's wait and see. But it's likely to continue with a buy from what I've seen. From what I have seen on M15, from what I've just seen on M15, it's likely to continue with a buy. Wow, yeah, it is likely to continue with a buy. All right, so that's what we were waiting for, guys. That kind of a spike. for us to look for a sell. But now that we've seen the spike going all the way up above our 10 MA, above our trend line, it is now a bit weird. So if you had not entered, I would not advise you to enter. I would not advise you to enter now. Yeah, if you had not entered yet, because price is now showing us something weird. This can be a fake breakout, but you never know. It can still continue with the buys according to M5. We all needed a confirmation on M5, which M5 is still looking for buys, sells. M5 is still looking for sales. That is still the trend on M5. So until it changes, I'm still locking in my sells. But on M15 is still in a buy trend. Still looking for those buys. Still looking for those buys. That's where the confusion, the contradiction is, and that's why I'm not. If you had not entered, that's why I can tell you not to make any sell entries where we are currently. You wait at least when it goes back inside this trend line, then you can make your sell entries. All right, I think that's it for today. I hope you guys had a great time. Remember, we entered a sale on gold, and now we've entered a sale on boom 500. Any other asset that we've made an entry on? Let me see. Not really. This one, if it does that, then we will also enter a sell, a short sell to come here. That is on J25. If this breaks, then the sell will continue, but we're anticipating a pullback for the buys because the general trend is a buy. So for now, we leave it. Then gold is a bit slow, but you can clearly see that we entered a sell. We have another entry here. If it decides to try to go up again, that will be our other entry for the sell. We will sell, then later we will buy. That is a plan. The plan is to sell now and then later get into the buys down below here, down below there. All right, that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time. We will be coming back tomorrow for our Thursday session as usual, 10:30 to 11:30. Have a lovely day. Happy trading. Bye bye.